This whole election thing with Trump reminds me severely of the California election whenever Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for governor. And I also remember him attending the Republican National Convention back whenever Mitt Romney was running. And I can't help but put these two guys in the same predicament. Now we've got a Republican elected, and when I say we, I don't mean me. We've got a Republican elected that has the most liberal platform in fucking history, you know, and it never ceases to amaze me how much the memes on Facebook can reveal the overall kind of stupidity of the populace. You know what I'm saying? And I see the little Trump memes of, oh, you're just mad because your food stamps are going down. And I like how we like to focus on food stamps and Social Security and stuff like that whenever we talk about the national debt and where everybody's tax money's going. And it's times like this that I want to ring everybody's fucking bell and bring them back into reality and say, hey, do you really remember where all of this national debt came from? Oh, it came from the Republicans in the form of Ronald Reagan. That's right. In the situation back in the late, 70s, early 80s, they had this thing called the Cold War. And the Cold War is when Reagan was trying to convince us that Russian had more nuclear weapons than we did. And it was like this. They taught us in history class in high school how many nuclear missiles it takes to fuck the earth off. And the average comes out to around 1.5. And so we're pushing like over 1,000 nuclear missiles. So how many times to blow the world up over do we have to be able to afford to be able to do that? So yeah, what really happened is Reagan shut down all of the mental health facilities, and he started taking money out of everything because all of the money that he was coming up with was being funneled towards building more bombs than Russia. Yeah, that's right, Russia. And what possibly could the advantage be for the Americans and the Russians now to be so tight? Well, there's a theory out there that World War III is going to be something like Russia and the United States versus China. And you're like, well, that doesn't even make any sense, strategically. And it doesn't. It does make sense on a capitalist level, and it lets you kind of see um, the kind of evilness of it. You know what I mean? When they used to talk about the Vietnam War, they used to talk about how it was the war of the four generals. And you're thinking, ooh, what generals?